And now, the general weather around Alaska.
First up, today we've got on the hazardous weather graphic, got a winter weather advisory here for the Yukon Delta coast and the Seward Peninsula there, at least on the coastal areas of the Seward Peninsula, and winter storm warning out here for the lower Yukon River Valley for heavy snow there. Blizzard warning out for the St. Lawrence Island area for blizzard conditions. These all go into effect tomorrow afternoon, continue through tomorrow night and into Tuesday. From there, satellite imagery. We've got a front down here moving northward and extending westward across much of the Bering Sea, north of the Aleutian Chain now, so pretty good day down there. A little bit of precipitation for the Alaska Peninsula, and also some areas of light snow, especially up over the North Slope, Arctic coastal areas, kind of extending back down in toward Kotzebue to a certain extent there. And a lot of clouds over the interior with clearing in Bristol Bay. And looks like some sun breaks there around Unalaska as well. And then clouds, variable clouds over the southeast coast. There's a little bit of shower activity up around Sitka, Tahuna, light shower activity. And some of that here with this moisture bringing about an inch of snow or so to Valdez with about 1/4 of an inch of precipitation over areas of western Prince William Sound. And rolling that through again, you can see this area of cloud shifting off to the northeast and this area kind of coming to the northwest. Satellite imagery showing that trough caught up in southeasterly flow continues to feed surges of moisture up into the North Gulf Coast, southern Kenai Peninsula area. Moisture layer not deep enough to put any precipitation into the eastern peninsula or Cook Inlet area to the Susitna Valley, and not much getting into the Copper River Basin, if anything at all there, this Matanuska Valley. And again, basically dry with a few clearing areas for the southeast coast. There were a few light showers this afternoon that actually made it to the coastline again from Sitka to Hoonah. Had a little bit of light snow here over the southwest interior, and then with this, associated with this low up to the north, areas of light snow there on out to the Arctic coast. Bering Sea basically seeing easterly flow here with a band of clouds and some moisture there, mostly north of the Aleutians. That again saw a pretty good day with light winds and dry conditions. It'll continue into tonight, and also for tonight it'll be kind of showery for the eastern Aleutian areas. And again, Kodiak Island up to the North Gulf Coast. And for tomorrow, Monday, we're looking at developing trough out here to start increasing the snow here with cold northeast winds to the west of that trough, and then the milder west or easterly flow here to the east of the trough. And that's where the two combine or converge there. That's going to start developing snow here for the lower Yukon River Valley into the Delta, southward into Togiak Bay, maybe to Dillingham. And then again, another surge of moisture here keeps the trough along the North Gulf Coast with resulting in a day much like today for this area there, and maybe a few showers of snow or rain and snow there for the northern panhandle, but dry conditions, light winds down to the south. Bigger system here coming northward, and we'll see for the day Tuesday that shifts up to the north, and the low center stay down to the south and track off to the east. Again, east-southeast flow continues to feed moisture into the North Gulf Coast, so more of the same there with rain and snow making or continuing to push up into this area, but not getting too far to the west and definitely not getting anywhere into the Copper River Basin. Looking at a partly to mostly sunny day possibly here for the upper Tanana Valley, 40-mile country, maybe even up into the Yukon Flats, as this area of snow continues to develop along that trough there. And again, could see some heavy snow over the lower Yukon River Valley areas and into the Yukon Delta. Northeastward here into the Kobuk Valley, and then more of a northeast direction there, cutting across the Brooks Range, Anatuvik Pass over toward Arctic Village. Just to the north of that, cold high pressure settling in over the central north slope, and another system bringing wind and rain into the western or the eastern Aleutians, western Alaska Peninsula. And now it looks pretty showery out across all of the Aleutians to the Komodorsky Islands. Moving ahead to Wednesday, low pressure out here keeps it wet over the eastern Aleutians, Alaska Peninsula. Maybe some light rain and snow into the Pribilof Island areas. colder northeast winds here continue for the northern Bering Sea, but now look for it to clear out over the southwest interior as that area of snow lifts northward and begins to dissipate there. That high over the north slope not budging at all, so it's going to put the squeeze there. Looks like right along the Brooks Range will be a band of light snow that will extend down into Kotzebue Sound. Otherwise, look for some clearing over the continued here over the areas north of the Alaska Range across the eastern interior till you get up toward the Brooks Range. And out west, colder air, snow showers shimmying at 2, but that'll stay west of Adak. And still, southeast flow. No change for the North Gulf Coast. Areas of rain or snow here for the coastal areas, but again, getting hung up in the Coast Range, so dry in the Copper River Basin. Could be a little moisture there sneaking into the north side of the eastern Alaska Range, Tok and Northway in those areas. And looks like a pretty good chance of some areas of rain and snow for the southeast coast. Rain and snow, or rain showers for Kodiak Island. Next system down here to the south. Lows tonight in the 20s for the most part for the southeast coast, mid to upper 20s. Some areas in the lower 30s like Yakutat and Sitka, as well as Craig and Klawock. 5 to 10 Copper River Basin in the 20s, south central Alaska. 5 below to 6 above there for the Kuskokwim Valley. And upper 30s for Kodiak Island, 20s for Bristol Bay. Highs tomorrow, 36 to 42 there. 36 at Dillingham, 42 King Salmon, as well as Kodiak, 43 in Homer. Mid-30s for the remainder of south central Alaska. Mid-20s in the Copper River Basin. Valdez, much like today, a high about 35. Upper 30s northern Panhandle, 40 to 45 for the central and southern areas. Lows the following morning, again, chilliest in the north and east there, otherwise in the lower 30s, upper 30s for the lows there for Sitka, 10 to 15 the Copper River Basin, upper 20s Prince William Sound, and from northern Cook Inlet, lower 20s, this is Sitna Valley, 37 for both Homer and Kodiak, followed by highs, upper 30s, lower 40s for Bristol Bay, and upper 30s, lower 40s here for south central Alaska, Kodiak Island, lower 40s, pushing up to near 30 in the Copper River Basin, and looks like highs mostly in the 40s, or all in the 40s for the southeast coast. And the lows tonight below 0 in the northern interior here from the Alaska Range out to the Arctic coast. Highs tomorrow 5 to 10 central interior, or 0 to 10 all the way out here to the Bering Sea, St. Lawrence Island area, and staying below 0 to the north of that, but up into the 20s for the Fairbanks area. 31 for Healy, and then the lows anywhere from 5 to 15 for the Fairbanks area toward the Alaska Range there, but still below 0 over much of the northern interior areas, followed by highs, teens and 20s, central part of the state, 5 to 18 for the northern valleys there, Tanatuvik Pass below 0, north slope in the Arctic coast, and 5 to 15 out here to the west. And for the west coast, lows tonight, 5 to 10, upper 20s for the Pribilofs, in the 30s for the Aleutians and Alaska Peninsula. Highs lower 40s from Unalaska eastward there, right up into Bristol Bay. Lower 30s, Kodiak Island, or St. Paul Island, and near 40 for the central Aleutian areas, upper teens for the southwest coast. And the lows Tuesday morning, lower to mid 30s for the Aleutians, except 37 from Unalaska, all the way up to about Sandpoint and Chignik, upper 20s for the Pribilofs, and then highs, upper 30s to near 40, lower 40s for the Alaska Peninsula.